Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be opening up a box of 2023 WNBA Panini Prizm. I opened a box of 2022 a few months ago, but this just popped up at Walmart today when I was going by to look for any baseball Topps update. Found this instead and decided to give this a look, so let's get into it. So the one thing that I thought was kind of interesting when I stopped at Walmart and saw this was this box here was on sale for $15. And I think it's interesting because they still have boxes of the 2022 Panini Prizm at this Walmart, and that's currently selling still for like $19.99. But the even more interesting thing to me is that there was a box of 2021 WNBA Prizm that they had there, and that was one of the clearance boxes, and that was listed at $17. So, for some reason, this year's release of Prizm is cheaper than not only last year's, but also the on-clearance 2021 box. So I thought that was really bizarre. But anyway, we got 5 packs here, and let's go ahead and get started with the first one. All right. So first things first, we got Marine Johannes with the New York Liberty. I will say, without looking at the 2022 set like on hand, I gotta say it looks like they just did the same design from last year, from what I can remember. I'll probably do a side-by-side comparison at the end of this video when I can go grab my other cards. But so anyway, we have Marine Johannes with the New York Liberty. Han Chu with the New York Liberty. Dewana Bonner with the Connecticut Sun. And then we have a green parallel here, Katie Lou Samuelson with the Los Angeles Sparks. And I gotta say, you know, I've said this in the past before that I tend to think that Panini products have like better looking designs, but their photography isn't always great. These are some pretty nice shots here that they're using. And nice work of having the photos like popping out over the border. But yeah, nice looking cards here for this first pack. All right, on to the second one. All right, next up, we have Jocelyn Willoughby with the New York Liberty. A lot of New York Liberty cards in here so far. Oh, hey, we have Diana Taurasi with the Phoenix Mercury. Nice. And we have Taylor Soule with the Chicago Sky. And this looks to be some sort of like prism refractor of some kind. That's kind of cool looking. Oh, and this is a rookie card, too. I missed that up there. That really kind of blended in with the color of the design there. And then, hey, we have another Hanchu with the, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, with the New York Liberty. All right, on to the next pack. All right, so here we have Lauren Jackson with the Seattle Storm. Aurela Girantes with the Seattle Storm as well. Arike Ogunbowale with the Dallas Wings. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but it is kind of cool to get one of her cards because she was a high school star out in the area that I live now. So this is really kind of cool to have this one. Ooh, this is an interesting one. All Out Aerial Powers with the Minnesota Lynx. This is a nice looking card here. Nice action shot too, I gotta say. Very cool. And I'm curious now. Okay, so didn't even occur to me to look at the back right away, but it is interesting to note that, and maybe they did this last year too, and I just don't remember, but they only have a single season's line of stats and then the career totals. So unlike other cards, like, you know, for example, this 2023 update where you have like the full career broken down by seasons. All right, next pack. What do we got here? What do we got here? All right, we have Kalani Brown with the Dallas Wings. This is a nice shot here. I'm probably going to butcher this name. Betnija Laney with the New York Liberty. A lot of Liberty in here. We have another rookie card here. Ashley Jones with the Las Vegas Aces, the WNBA champs, excuse me. And then Taylor Mikaso, I'm butchering that, I'm sure, with the Atlanta Dream rookie card here. And I gotta say, just as like from a photographer's standpoint, I like this pose. It's kind of like a fun pose for a shoot. And, you know, if I ever do a basketball photo shoot like this, I might have to keep this one in my memory to try and replicate, because this is kind of like a fun little shot to do. All right, and then on to the last pack. All right, to start off, we have Alyssa Thomas with the Connecticut Sun. We have Marina Mabrey with the Chicago Sky. Jonquel Jones, again with the New York Liberty. And then, ooh, fireworks. Skylar Diggins-Smith with the Phoenix Mercury. This is a nice-looking card. I will say this anytime I open up a Panini product. It doesn't matter the sport. I gotta say, their insert sets that they have a lot of interesting looking designs, a lot of cool looking stuff. And I like this. I like the look of this card. But yes, that was a box of 2023 WNBA Panini Prizm. Gotta say that was fun. There was actually some nice photography in here compared to some of the other Panini products that I've opened, and you know, got a couple of cool looking cards in there. If you're a WNBA fan, I highly recommend you go out and get a box of this, because, I mean, this is, like, I still don't know why, but this was cheaper than last year or the year before's sets. But yeah, so this is like $15 at Walmart, and if you, like I said, if you're a fan of the league, I highly recommend you go out and pick up a box of this. Alright, so I mentioned earlier in the video that I was going to go back and take a look and compare the 2022 Prizm to 2023 Prizm. And noticed something that I hadn't really noticed before, but it really seems like Prizm, they more or less use the same exact design from year to year. Like, there are a few tweaks, but all of them seem to have this kind of like figure eight kind of look to the design. So this is a card from 2022 WNBA Prizm, and this is from 2023. And you can kind of see, you know, the corners are clipped, and, you know, for the interior of the design, like right there and up here. And then you have them kind of like the side cut out a little bit, so it looks like a giant figure eight. And while it's a little bit more solid on this card, you can kind of see the general shape, especially with the lines going through the sides that really kind of accentuate that kind of figure eight shape. And you can see it a little bit better here with this baseball Panini Prizm. But yeah, and then even looking back at 2021, you can see that same kind of figure eight pattern around the side. It even has, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but you can kind of see what looks like almost like bars or lines coming out, forming like the sides of a giant X going through the card. And that's a little bit more pronounced here in 2023. So again, this is 2021 and this is 2023 Prizm. And yeah, so it's just one of those random little things, but I never really noticed just how similar, you know, just how similar Panini Prizm's designs are from year to year. And you compare that to, let's see if I can get a quick example here. So you have, this is 2023 tops here. I believe I have, all right, there we go. So you compared the 2022 tops design to 2023, and that's a rather significant change in the look of the design just from one year to the next. You have a lot of white on this one, kind of like a minimalist looking design here. This one, you have a greater emphasis on the logo. You have the player's headshot here. But yeah, so very different look from year to year with tops, whereas Panini, again, with some minor tweaks here and there, like they really do kind of stick with more or less the same look year over year on these cards. That's probably one of the things that people don't really care for in Panini, and one of the many reasons why a lot of people don't like to even touch Panini products. But despite that, I still kind of like Panini products, and I still like to pick them up every now and then. You know, first and foremost, I do collect the top stuff, the licensed stuff, but I do like picking up some of these Panini products every now and then. And that'll do it for today's video, and thanks so much for watching.